Hello everyone, this is my project for the class. I'm doing a two-player Tic Tac Toe game here using a Nexys 2 board with a Spartan 3 FPGA. The two peripheral modules that I'm using are the VGA connector right here and the RS232 connector. The mini USB here is what supplies power to the board. So I have it plugged to a VGA monitor. That's the default pattern which is showing up. So let's get started and download our bitstream onto the board. So I hit program, and as soon as I do that, two things happen. Firstly, my 7 segments switches to play, which indicates that we're now ready to start our game. And my monitor, it shows a 3x3 grid, which is a typical grid for playing the Tic Tac Toe game. So how we play this game is gonna be via putty. So I have configured the serial rate to be at a baud rate of 4800. So let's say I wanna start off this game by playing at one of the boxes. So before that, let's go over how these boxes are numbered. So the boxes are numbered as box number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how the boxes are numbered. So if you want to play at the center box right there, you have to give your input as box 5, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. So let's say I do box 5 and I hit enter. So that shows up on the screen. That's the first move by player 1. Now let's say the next player wants to make his move. He goes to box number 1, and that shows up on box number 1 right there. So let's say the next move is by player 1 again. He does box 3, and that's what comes on box 3 right there. Let's say the next player plays his move at box number 7, which is the left bottom box over there, and now player A has to make his move. So let's say he moves at box 9, for example. So he makes his move right there. Now let's say one of the player plays a box which has already been played. So let's say we do box 9 again. So you see nothing happens because that box has already been played, so the logic just skips that part. Now let's say player B, who played an invalid move last time, he still has to play his valid move, so he does box 4 and enter. So player B plays at box 4 right there, and he completes the winning combination. And what happens then is that the winner's name gets displayed over here, which is player 2. So when I hit this button right here, it's the reset button. What that does is it resets the 7 segment back to play, and it clears the screen for a new game. So you can try out a similar combination in which player 1 wins, but let's also try out a combination of a game which ends in a tie. That is, all 9 boxes are filled, but we do not have a winning combination from either of the player. So let's go ahead and try that. So let's say I start off with box 5 again, which is the center box. So that's box 5. Another thing here is that these 4 LEDs, they display the last box that was played. So since it was box 5, these LEDs show 0, 1, 0, 1. Now let's make our next move, which is going to be player B playing at box 3. So he plays at box 3 right there, and our LEDs flip to 0, 0, 1, 1, which is 3. Let's say the next move player A makes is at box number 7. That's 7. So I'm just trying to come up with a hypothetical scenario here where the game ends in a tie. I'm just gonna go over it a bit quickly now, lest I bore everyone there. So that's box 2. Now let's say I do box 1. That's box 1. I do box 4. That's box 4. Do box number 6. That's box 6 right there. Now I do box number 9. That's box 9 right there. And when player A makes his last move, which is at box 8, the only remaining box. So the grid has been filled and we don't have a winner, and in that scenario the word tie gets displayed over here, indicating that the game was drawn. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.